Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another a Poppy Playtime video. And in this video, we are going to talk about my predictions for Poppy Playtime chapter 6. And what are we going to talk about in this video for my predictions of like what characters are going to be inside this chapter, confirmed characters and unconfirmed characters, and we also going to talk about what the like plot is gonna be for next chapter of Poppy Playtime, and we are also gonna talk about like what roles could like characters like play inside this chapter and all that good jazz. And we're probably also gonna talk about the ending for this chapter if chapter 6 is gonna be the last chapter of this franchise, which is I hope it is, but we are going to talk about how this franchise is going to end also. But yeah, after explaining all of that, let's get into it. So, as we all know, at the end of chapter 5, Dr. Holly Sawyer came back to life, and after that, it just all went black, and that's how the chapter ends. And then yeah. So my prediction is of how this chapter is going to start off. Obviously we're inside chapter 6. We're obviously going to start off inside the same room with a Giblet and Sawyer. Sorry about that stutter. But yeah, we're obviously going to start off the chapter inside that room. But what's probably going to happen is Sawyer is probably going to tell us like how to kill the prototype and all that stuff, but he might not be fully on our side yet. I mean, people have been saying that Sawyer is going to be on our side inside this chapter, but hear me out. He might not be fully on our side, and we may have to try to get him on our side somehow, because I don't think he would immediately be on our side after we just killed him back in chapter 4, So we may have to persuade him somehow, some way to be on our side, But yeah, I think after we do get him on our side, he may tell us some secrets of how to kill the prototype, And then I think in the start of the chapter, bro, inside the start of the chapter, it will be like us, Sawyer talking to us and all that stuff, and trying to give us secrets of how to kill the prototype, and tell us where to go. And then after he tells us all the secrets of how to kill him and all that stuff, and and what we need to do to kill him, we will probably put him since Sawyer really can't really go anywhere, since he's just a computer, we would probably put him inside our a globy, so transport him around, and he can tell us tips of what to do and all that stuff. And yeah, I think that's how the chapter is going to start. We are going to be in the same room as chapter 5 ended. We tried to talk with Sawyer, and he tells us the secrets and what we need to go and what to do to kill the prototype finally. And then after that, we'll probably put him inside our globy too, which is a pretty good idea. They should add it where to we put Sawyer inside globy, which is that would be cool if that actually happens. But yeah, that's how I think the chapter is going to start off. So characters that can okay, so in this section we're going to talk about characters mostly unconfirmed characters that could be inside chapter 6. We already know that a Giblet, the prototype Poppy, and Sawyer, and maybe Chum is gonna be inside this chapter. But yeah, I think we all know that Chum will most likely come back since we never saw him die. And the last time we saw him inside chapter 5 was when he like saved us from the prototype and all that. But we are most gonna talk about unconfirmed characters that are probably gonna be that are maybe gonna be inside this chapter. First character we are gonna talk about that may be inside chapter 6, which I hope he will be. Like, bro, he probably most likely won't be inside chapter 6, but I hope he is. But maybe Boxy Boo would probably be inside chapter 6. But hear me out. Mob may not like add any more new characters after chapter 5, since like, I mean, Mob since Mob like actually like listens, and they probably heard that people didn't want like any more new characters, since they want like ruin the like story, type stuff. So I think they will maybe add Boxy Boo, bro. Like, bro, but they'll probably add Boxy Boo as like a secondary antagonist, just like Huggy was in chapter 5. But bro, I really hope they add him, bro. I mean, only real time we like saw Boxy Boo inside the like main game was in chapter 3, when we saw him inside the Our Joy VHS tape. And yeah, that was basically the only time we saw him inside the main game. After that, we didn't like see him like physically. But like, I think in chapter 6 we may finally like see him as like a secondary antagonist or something. But yeah, that's the first character I think that will be inside chapter 6. The second characters that like it would be like okay, so I thought of something for like monsters inside chapter 6, like I thought of like the animals, right? But instead of the small animals, it would be like these like big animals, like let's say like Huggy size animals, or like a catnap size animals, instead of the like smaller ones we saw inside the start of chapter 5, which is kind of a great idea, and will like be like a placeholder for like instead of adding like new characters, they could add like animals that's like Huggy size and all that, be along with Boxy Boo, if they even add Boxy Boo inside the game, which I hope they do. But it would honestly be a great idea if they add that like big size animals instead of the small ones, and they can have like a different design to it too and all that. But yeah, that's like a second choice of like monsters of being inside chapter 6. The third choice is people have been saying that Lady Love Braids may still be alive because of that cardboard cutout, and the fact that she like took over Mob's on a Twitter page and all that. And that was not the like only time that like one of one of the Poppy Playtime characters took over Mob's Twitter page, because I think last year they did the same thing with Harley Sawyer, and that's how we got a Q&A for him, and they did the same thing for Lil Love Braids. So, and they're also doing a Q&A for her. So I think that's I think that's kind of foreshadowing the fact that she may come back inside chapter 6. I don't know, but that's what I think, because since they did like the same thing with Sawyer, and he came back inside chapter 5, I think they're doing the same thing with Lily, to like foreshadow the fact that she may come back. So I don't know. We'll see once chapter 6 actually comes out. But yeah, that's basically all I have for characters. I don't really like know what they could like, what characters they could add, since like they probably won't add any new characters after chapter 5. So yeah, that's like the best ideas I have for characters that could be inside the chapter. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next section. Okay, we are on the last section of this video, and in this section we are going to talk about the overall plot for like whole chapter, like the story behind it, and we're also going to talk about the potential ending for this chapter also. And yeah, so I think how the plot is gonna go for this chapter is after we like talk with Sawyer, we try to like get Sawyer on our side and stuff, and we actually do. I think what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna find this something called the negation compound. It's the thing that the prototype has been trying to hide from us, hide from people, because I think people have been saying the negation compound is the thing that like takes away like everything that the toys has. Like I think the regeneration and the fact that they can live. I think that's what people been saying about the negation compound. But I think after we like talk with Sawyer and all that, we try to go find the negation compound. And I think we like can't get like through most of the labs, since I think we still need the Omni hand to like get through most of the labs. So I think Sawyer like tells us like where like in like Omni hand like chip, or like an actual Omni hand like is like a second one. And then like I think what happened was like what will probably happen while we're trying to find the a second Omni hand. I think that's where like a Boxy Boo comes into play, if he even is going to be inside the game. Like he we'll probably do like stealth sections with him and all that, like probably like some like chases. And then like after we get the a second Omni hand, we like evade them somehow, and then we like escape with the second Omni hand. And I think like after we like do, we continue to try to find the negation compound, right? And then like I think on our way there we reunite with Chum, since he probably will come back inside chapter 6. And I think Chum and then since the prototype will probably like actively trying to like look for us, since he probably found out we survived the stab, and him putting us inside the Poppy jail. He'll probably be like actively trying to look for us and trying to like stop us and kill us. But and I think since Chum has the I think since Chum can like hide us, he can like hide us whenever the prototype is near, kind of like a Glamrock Freddy type stuff, you know, when he hid Gregory inside his stomach. And so Chum can do the same thing when the prototype or like other antagonists like Boxy and the large animals I mentioned like comes or something. And then I think like and then like after like I think like and like a little bit like goes on, like we'll probably have some encounters with the prototype and all that stuff, trying to like kill us. And we'll also like try like sneak around the labs and all that. And then we will probably find the negation compound, right? And then Giblet, Chum, and Sawyer and the player will like probably try to find a way to like put the like inject the compound into the prototype, so someone like finally end them, right? And then what I think what happened was we'll like end up inside the city that like so many people mentioned that will be the next location of chapter 6. This huge city that probably the I don't know if the orphans are still alive or not, since the prototype said that they're in a better place, but I think that's just mean that moved them inside that city. But yeah, I think we're gonna find go inside that city, try to find and stop the prototype, since that's probably most likely where he is, and that's probably most likely where took Poppy too. And then I think once we're there, we'll probably try to find the orphans and stuff. But I think the other toys, his hunters and all that, probably the animals and all that, will probably be there and try to kill us, try and stop us from what we're doing, right? And then yeah, I think we'll spend most of the game inside that city, and then I think there will be a point where we try inject the negation compound inside the prototype, but we fail doing it because I don't think the prototype would go out that way, and plus I think there's a different ending than just killing the prototype. So we will probably fail try to injecting the compound on him, but there probably will be another plan by killing him once and for all, and that's probably destroying the whole factory, aka Poppy's original plan. So we will probably go on with that plan instead, since we probably will fail trying to inject the compound on him. And also it's such so much red smoke around the factory and all that, we'll probably I don't know, we'll probably gather some lots of red smoke inside huge areas of the factory and all that. And yeah, and probably some of the secondary antagonists will probably be they're smoke inside huge areas of the factory and all that, will attempt to destroy and blow up the whole factory, right? To be honest, I forgot all about Poppy, but I should have added her into the plot. But yeah, but I'll just move on. But yeah, we'll probably destroy the whole entire factory, right? And then we'll probably escape with we'll probably save Poppy, right? Take Poppy from the a better place area, and then after we save Poppy, Player and Poppy and Chum and Sawyer and Giblet will probably try to escape the factory, but most likely Sawyer will probably not survive this chapter, since so Sawyer will probably die inside chapter 6, which is good. I don't get why he would survive chapter 6. So Sawyer will probably die somewhere around that time, and then probably Chum will too, since the prototype probably knows during that time of point that Chum is working with Giblet and the Player, that he'll probably kill Chum also. So I think Chum will maybe also likely die inside this chapter. But yeah, and then I think the Player, Poppy, and Giblet escape the factory, and then the whole factory blows up. That's what I think what happens, the whole factory goes up to flames and burns down, and I think that's how the whole franchise is gonna end. The whole factory is gonna go into ashes, because that Morse code inside that Mother's Day post, ashes we all fall down, and I think that's foreshadowing the fact that the factory may burn down to flames and blow up somehow. But yeah, that's that's all my predictions for chapter 6. Leave a like if you leave a like and subscribe if you like this video. And yeah, so just yeah, like and subscribe and stuff if you want some more Poppy Playtime and all that. And I hope you guys have a very good and blessed day. See y'all.